Guess who's back? It's big and it's the Volkswagen Touareg. The last time we saw it here in Singapore was in 2019, and this time it's available in the 3.0 TFSI in the Elegance trim and this baby right here, the R-Line. The Touareg disappeared from our lineup for a bit of time due to global stock issues, but it's back with a bunch of added features to showcase all the shiny Volkswagen tech. It is their flagship SUV after all. So let's take a tour of the Touareg! Huh? Yeah? Can't please everyone, huh? Just to be clear, this isn't a facelift or a new Touareg, but it does come in new colors and has a couple of new features. Now this is the R-Line variant, so on the inside you'll find Savona leather upholstery with the R-Line logo, pedals in a slick brushed stainless steel, and illuminated R-Line scuff plates. Now we know this is a big car. How big is it? Well, I'm average sized and you can see it's actually pretty spacious back here. You know, I've got a ton of legroom, so your kids definitely won't be fighting for space. There's also sunshades in the rear seats for you to protect yourself from the scorching Singapore sun and for all the privacy you need. Something to take note of, there aren't any third row chairs, so you've only got 5 seats with the Touareg. But you do get a whopping 810 litres of boot space, and if you need more, the rear seats slide forward up to 16 centimetres, and they fold down. Now that's pretty huge. What are you gonna do with all that junk in your trunk? So that's all really nice and useful, but the Touareg is a big car and our roads are teeny tiny. So what I want to find out is if driving the Touareg is just gonna set you up for a whole lot of stress. Notice how I didn't have to climb in the car? I mean, who wants to feel short every time they drive, right? And check this out. Soft closing doors. It's nice, it's posh, and not something you often see outside of a higher-end BMW or Mercedes. And check out this infotainment screen. It's 15 inches across diagonally. I mean, my 13-inch laptop was feeling pretty insecure just looking at that. Oh, and in the R-Line variant that we tried out, you also have suspension control that can lower your rear by 40 millimeters if you need to load something in the boot, or if you're going off-roading, it can bring you up by 70 millimeters. So before we move off, I'm going to set up Apple CarPlay first because everybody needs driving tunes. Unfortunately, this is still not wireless just yet, so don't throw away your cables. So my first impressions were that it's a big car, but it definitely doesn't feel that way. The steering's responsive and I feel pretty in control of the car, something that will definitely help in traffic. The performance is pretty impressive as well. There's only one engine for Singapore, but it's a good one. It's a 3-litre V6 engine with 340 horsepower. So this big SUV gets to 100 in 5.9 seconds. So one useful feature that the Touareg now has is this traffic jam assist, and basically what it does is the sensors in front of the car will lock on to the car in front of it, and in traffic conditions where you kind of start and stop a lot, like a traffic jam for example, your car will basically follow the car that's in front. If it stops, your car stops. If it goes, your car will follow at the pace behind. And you can't see, but I've basically got my foot off the pedal, off the brakes. All I'm doing is just making sure it steers properly, right? So if you're in a jam on the CTE, you can basically take your foot off the pedal and let the Touareg do all the work. The Touareg also has 4-wheel steering, helping you make tighter turns. Now this car is nearly 5 meters long and 2 meters wide, so you might think that U-turns would be tricky, but the turning radius is actually only a little bit more than that of a Volkswagen Golf, so no more nasty curves getting in my way. After all that, if you're wondering if you should buy it, avoid it, or shortlist it, the answer is you should definitely shortlist it. See, it doesn't matter if you're going off-roading or ferrying around family, or both. This car is huge, it's comfy, and it's got a ton of useful features, and it just feels like a premium car but without that luxury SUV price tag. With all that said, I've actually never driven a car this big, but my experience with the Touareg today was pretty good. I felt in control behind the wheel, and my confidence with big cars is definitely up. So this car may be imposing in size on Singapore's tiny roads, but it is definitely not intimidating. So that's all for our review of the Volkswagen Touareg, now back in Singapore. If you enjoyed watching this small girl take on this big car, do give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel at CarBuyer Singapore for more content. I'm Kimberly, and I'll see you next time.